Hey everyone, it's Shelby or Gerbil of 10 or Fun Girly 10. Right now I have one of my gerbils out. His name's Sammy and he's running around, so if you see him, don't be worried. Today I'm going to break down a few things. Let's start with the largest thing about gerbils. Their cages and tanks. Okay, first off, you want to have a tank. Cages are not really acceptable because they can't burrow like they do in the wild. With cages, you have a limited amount of bedding you can put in. Tanks, like aquariums, you need a 10-gallon tank to start out with for a gerbil. One gerbil needs 10 gallons. Per gerbil, you want 5 gallons added on. So if I have 2 gerbil, I want a 15-gallon tank. If I have 3 gerbils, I want a 20-gallon tank. Normally, 2 gerbils can pull off a 10-gallon tank, but 3 or 4 gerbils in a 10-gallon tank is not happy. So don't do that. Next, the bedding. If you live in the UK, I'm not sure about this. I know that the bedding for the US, you don't want to use pine because it has chemicals in it, and you don't want to use cedar. I think in every place you don't want to use cedar. It smells good, but it's not good for the respiratory system because it can really harm it. And there's Sammy back here. Hey, buddy. And Aspen is the absolute best. You can get Carefresh too. Some of them may be more expensive for how decent of bedding they are. Carefresh bedding is kind of like a tissue-y type thing, I think. Well, it works well. It's good for like if you mix Aspen and Carefresh, I think you're going to get the best results. Right now I just have Aspen, but I also add in hay, like Timothy hay, which I freeze up to 12 hours to get rid of any mites or anything in it. So I have hay, I have tissue, I have like Kleenex stuff going on that doesn't have lotion or anything in it, and I have my Aspen bedding. This makes it like really well to burrow in. It's nice because they're burrowing animals, and they will love you if you give them places to burrow in and like cardboard and all this stuff. Okay, so there's the bedding. You want about 4 to 5 inches of bedding so they can burrow. With a cage, you're not going to get 4 to 5 inches. You're going to get maybe 1 or 2, and that is not acceptable because with gerbils, they want to burrow and they want to make little houses underneath, like nests and stuff like that. Think of it like ants. They have their little houses, you know, underneath all that sand in the cages. Well, okay, I'm not a professional on ants, but so with gerbils, you're going to think of the same thing. I mean, you want them to be able to move around underneath the bedding and stuff, and they at least need to have enough room above the tank where they can stand up and not hit their heads on the ceiling or the cage top. Tank toppers are also a really good idea if you want a lot of bedding. I'll post something on the side about tank toppers, and if you'd like, there's a Gerbil Forum called the Gerbil Forum, and I go on it. I'm known there as Gerbil of 10, and I go on it and it's wonderful. It is the best forum I've ever been on. I've been on a lot of forums too, like Pets Hub and stuff like this, but I really love the Gerbil Forum because it's down to one specific animal and it's all about them. It's really nice. So I'll post that link over there. Next, we'll talk about food. Food, I give about a tablespoon of food per gerbil every day. If I have 2 gerbils in a tank, I want to give 2 tablespoons of food. You don't want a lot of food that has coloring in it because unless it's like the natural color, because that means there's preservatives or food coloring or something going on in that era that you don't want your gerbil to be eating because it's unhealthy. It's like eating hamburgers and ice cream all the time. I mean, it's not very healthy. So try to keep it like a really healthy food. I know Jerry Gerbil, I think you can get that in the UK. That's the best food that is out there that I know of. But in the US, we don't have that. So you want to watch your nutritional values and like facts and stuff. So I might post that down the side. I'm sorry if I don't, but I have a feeling I'll post that down the side of the thing so you get an idea. Water. that's probably one of the most important things about keeping the gerbil alive is water and food. But water, you want to keep that full. You want to have an easy tip on the end of it. Don't use a bowl, use a bottle, because they're not, I don't know, the bowls will get everywhere, like they'll get bedding into it, and they may go to the bathroom in the bowl, which is gross. You don't want to be drinking your own, ew. Yeah. So, you want to watch what you put their water in. You want to clean it out before you even put water in it, so nothing toxic's in there. Just keep that refilled, and it'll be really nice. And, I mean, they'll know how to use the water bottle as long as it has an easy tip where they can, like, lick it and get water out. You don't want a really hard one, like a water bottle for rats. I actually have one of those, but it's a backup water bottle, and yes, they can drink out of it, but it's not as accessible, and you want to make sure the water bottle doesn't leak either. Next on the line would probably have to be toys. Don't use any plastic toys, please. Your gerbils can die from plastic toys, and it's not pleasant. I've never had a gerbil die from a plastic toy because I personally don't use plastic toys or cages. Habitrail cages, not cutting it. They will chew right through the tubes. Don't put tubes in there. Don't put these plastic houses in there. Don't put anything in there that has plastic on it. An exception to the plastic rule, I would say, are like the cat balls that jingle. My gerbils like to play with those, but I have the kind where they can't even, like, they can maybe put their paw inside of it. No, they can't even do that. The holes are so small, they can't even do that. They can't put their paws inside of it, they can't even chew on it. Like, they can't get their mouth around the cat ball. It's like that big. And they like to play with it, so it's nice. Let me see. Okay. Thought I lost Sammy there for a second. Cardboard is perfect. I mean, toilet paper roll tubes, like, okay, and paper towel rolls, those are wonderful. Wrapping paper rolls, I mean, not the wrapping paper because it has ink and stuff, but the rolls are just great. Boxes, cereal boxes are good. I usually only put those in, like, sometimes I'll cut it in half because I usually only put those in if I have a larger amount of gerbils in my gerbil cages. But if you only have 2 or something, I mean, you can still put the whole thing in, but it's best if you cut it in half because it's going to give them more room since their tank isn't as large, and they're not going to chew it up as fast. For one gerbil, I definitely cut it in half. They all have different personalities, so it's really difficult to choose what you want to do unless you know their personalities. Sammy, who's out playing with me, I could give him a full box because he'll chew right through it in 30 minutes. I mean, he won't shred the whole thing completely, but he'll have a good bit of it chewed, and he's my shredder. Now my other 2 girls, one I wouldn't give any cardboard right now because she has 3 pups, but Sally, I wouldn't give her cardboard as much. I mean, I'd give her like half of something because she won't chew it up, and it'll just sit in there and get all gross, and then I'll just throw it away when I clean it. So I don't put those things to waste. It's a great thing for recycling. I love it. Not to mention wood. Wood's good too. No pine, no cedar. Don't get those little furniture things that have the pine and pine all in them, and it's all treated and all gross and stuff. So don't get those, but there's really cute houses. I'll post those on the side too. I'll show you some things. At PetSmart, you can get it from there and stuff, but make sure you're trying to adopt gerbils, and there he is again. Make sure you're trying to adopt gerbils instead of buying them. If you want to buy them, get them from a good breeder. That's pretty much all I have. I would tell you how to tame, but I'm on a time limit. And really, if you're trying to get a gerbil out of the tank, you just want them to come climb onto your hand and, oh, he's messing with my shirt. Okay. You just want them to, like, climb on their hand. They'll tell you when they want out. I mean, if they don't want out, don't get them out. A good way to train is with treats. And that's all I can really say right now. Okay, now he's on top of this. Hey, bud. So, check out all my other videos. I can show you a really cute thing, like gerbil treats are amazing, but I'll show you a really cute thing, like a gerbil gift bag, or Boz from the Gerbil Forum came up with the gerbil gift box, and it's amazing. Just check out the videos and you'll see what I'm talking about. The gerbil gift box isn't as long as the gerbil gift bag, but the gerbil gift bag has more things put into it. And check out the gerbil gift box video, because in the background you can see him chewing away at the gift bag. Thank you so much for watching my videos. I would really appreciate it if you join the Gerbil Forum if you have a gerbil, because it's amazing. And I will talk to you guys later. Have fun with your gerbils. Show me pictures, video responses, everything. I love gerbils.